In the same luxurious neighborhood lived two wealthy families. The Joshua family and the Frederick family. Both lived in big houses, both drove expensive cars. Both had more than enough money. But their homes felt very different. Mr. and Mrs. Joshua were successful business people. They were busy, but intentional. Every morning, they had breakfast with their children, Laura and Nathan, before work. Phones stayed away. Laptops stayed closed. In the evenings, Mr. Joshua asked, "How was your day?" Mrs. Joshua listened. Really listened. They helped with homework, even when tired. They laughed at the dinner table. Every night, Mrs. Joshua said, "Money can wait. You come first." Laura and Nathan felt seen, heard, and safe. Next door lived Mr. and Mrs. Frederick, also very rich, but always busy. Meetings during dinner, calls during family time, emails at midnight. Their children, Peter and Anne, had everything money could buy. Toys, gadgets, private schools, drivers. But what they wanted most, they didn't have. When Peter said, "Dad, can you watch my game?" Mr. Frederick replied, "I'll catch the next one." Went and said, "Mom, can we talk?" Mrs. Frederick said, "I'm exhausted. Tomorrow?" Tomorrow never came. As the years passed, time moved quietly, but it did not treat both homes the same. In the Joshua house, Laura and Nathan grew. Not just taller, but stronger inside. They spoke freely at the dinner table. They argued, they laughed, they asked questions. When Laura was afraid to try out for school drama, she told her mother. When Nathan failed a test, he told his father. Sometimes they cried. Sometimes they made mistakes, but they never hid, because their parents already knew their fears, their dreams, their weaknesses. And every night, the house felt safe. They didn't just grow up, they grew secure. In the Frederick house, Peter and Anne also grew, but in silence. Doors stayed closed, headphones stayed on, screens stayed bright. Dinner came in trays, conversations became texts, laughter disappeared. They stopped asking for help. When Peter was bullied at school, he told no one. When Anne began to feel lonely, she wrote it in a private note app, and closed it again. They learned to fix things alone. They learned not to expect attention. They learned not to hope, and without anyone noticing, they began to disappear inside their own home. Then one night, Peter didn't come home. The house that was always quiet, suddenly filled with panic. Security searched the streets. Cars drove up and down. Phones rang again, and again, and again. No answer. Hours passed. The door finally opened. Peter walked in. Mr. Frederick exploded, fear disguised as anger. "Where have you been? Do you know what you've done to us?" Peter looked at him, calm, tired, and said, "You're angry now, but you never noticed when I was here." The words didn't shout. They cut. The house went silent. Mrs. Frederick's phone slipped from her hand. She sat down and began to cry. For the first time, they understood. Their children didn't need more money. They needed them. The change didn't happen in one day, but it began with one decision. They blocked time. They turned off phones. They canceled meetings. They sat at the table. At first, it was awkward. No one knew what to say. Forks made more noise than words, but they stayed. The next day, they stayed again. Then one evening, Peter smiled, just a little. Another day, and started talking, just a little, and slowly. The house began to feel like a home again. Presence is more valuable than provision. Being there matters more than having it all. No matter how busy life gets, your children need you more than your money.
Thank you for watching Zane TV. Please like, share and subscribe. More powerful African stories are coming your way. Stay tuned.